Hi, this is Cameron back to show off my vinyl collection. I'm making videos from Z to A. So now I'm at albums that start with the letter W. This is part 3. I just made part 2. So you could watch part 1 and part 2. And so part 3 is going to start right now. So to start this off, I have Dinah Washington, great jazz singer, September in the Rain. This originally came out in 1961. Then sort of a jazz funk artist, a little softer than I prefer, but pleasant enough as it is. Grover Washington Jr., Wine Light from 1980. Then for you garage band collectors, there's the Washington, D.C. Garage Band Greats with the Mad Hatters and the Apollos. This came out on Psychedelic label in the mid-80s. And then a folk band I saw a couple times, the Washington Squares. This came out in 1987. Then an Indonesian album, the Javanese Court Gamelan by KRT Wasito de Puro on None Such Explorer. Some Japanese jazz with Sadao, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Sadao Watanabe, I'm Old Fashioned. This came out in 1976. Local band, EP from Winnipeg, Watchmen, Mainline. This came out in the early mid-80s. With Jeffrey Hatcher as part of the band. Then Muddy Waters, Hard Again from 1977. I'll have to pick up more Muddy Waters. I really love his great voice. And then from Happy the Man, I have Kit Watkins' Labyrinth. This came out in 1981. Then again, a little softer of jazz than I prefer, but still okay. Ernie Watts, Musician from 1985, softer jazz. Band out of Argentina, made out of artists from all over South America, cumbia band. Los Huahuanco, and the album is Temporeras. This came out in 1969. Reggae band from England, Weapon of Peace, Rainbow Rhythm. This came out in 1983. And of course, We Are the World. Some classical music, Weber. Some more sort of orchestral music. The Grand Valse Romantique of Franz Weber et son orchestre viennois, so Viennese orchestra. Pardon my French, it's not so great. Then from Australia, Weddings, Parties, Anything, Roaring Days. This came out in 1988. I remember they played my university, but I didn't make it to that concert. Gatefold. Then a second album by Weddings, Parties, Anything. No Show Without Punch. This is a 7-track album, it says, special price. A couple of German song albums. So first of all, box set of Kurt Weill with Three Penny Opera. So all these classical albums I got for free from the university library where I work at the University of Manitoba, and they were getting rid of these albums, so I wanted to broaden my tastes. Then from the Grateful Dead, Bob Weir, Kingfish. I think this is what album? 1976 is the year. Next up, another classical album I got for free, the Weller Quartet, Mozart's Quartet Party. Then a German collection, I believe from the 60s, Wer bietet mehr, which I looked up means will anyone offer more? And this is a collection, and here of course instead of offer they use the word bietet, spelled like the Beatles, and this has got the Boots, so I guess the famous band on here, and it's got other bands as well. So you can see it's got a flimsy cover. Just thrilled to get that. Then, as I said in my Desert Islands video, that one of my favorite bands is Audience, and it's got Howard Worth as the singer. So here's Howard Worth and the Moonbeams from 1972. And then Last two, band from 1968 with Rock, West. And then finally, country or folk album by Hetty West, Love, Hell, and Biscuits. And this came out in 1980. So she started off singing traditional folk songs in I believe in the 50s. This is late in her career. So that's all from my third video of albums starting with the letter W. Leave your comments at the bottom, and we'll continue on in some showing off albums from my collection in future videos. Have a good day. Bye-bye.